Hey, welcome back. It's Wendy here at Change Agent Careers. Thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. Today, I want to talk to those of you that may be in a position where you are bound to your current job or career as a result of the golden handcuffs. That means that maybe you want to leave, maybe you're really unhappy, but for whatever reason, you just can't seem to pull the trigger and make that change. I get it. I really do. I understand. It's hard to leave. It's hard to just get up and leave something that provides the safety and security of a steady paycheck. And probably what I'm imagining are some fairly sizable paychecks for some of you. Okay, so listen, I want to talk to you because, oftentimes I'm speaking to the folks that want to leave and make a change. But for those of you that want to stay, I think that I have identified that there are some strategies that you can employ to make it easier to stay in that job or that career that you're just not happy with because of the golden handcuffs. So if that's you, please listen. I wanted to have you take a look at a blog post that I wrote and published in January, and it's called The 4 Strategies to Stay in Your Job Until. And that is until you decide that it's time to leave or until a better opportunity presents itself. So the first thing that you need to do is, you may not necessarily agree with what I'm about to say, but just humor me. Read the blog post. My first tip is to get more personal. Yes, I said get more personal. That means, you have coworkers, you have colleagues, you have direct reports, and you have supervisors. If you're isolating yourself from these people, well, that might be causing some of the issue that you're having. You are a human. Newsflash, if you didn't realize that. And part of being a human is the need to connect with other people. This is a basic human need. In fact, Tony Robbins has spent a great deal of time talking about this human need in a lot of his earlier books and workshops. So the basic human need to connect is true even at work, and especially if you work somewhere that you're just not happy. Developing some very close relationships with some of your coworkers could actually help soften some of the pain of being there. The next one is to set boundaries. Now, when I say set boundaries, I really mean you can say no. I realize that you're expected to do more with less resources, less time, but sometimes you just have to say no. You have to pick the battles that you want to fight, and you want to pick the work that you want to do, and sometimes you have to say no. And that means saying no to the projects that are going to take you away from being able to do your best work. Maybe part of your problem is that you're expected to do more with less, and you're afraid that if you say no, that's going to reflect poorly on you. But if you have a really good explanation for why you're saying no, and that is, my resources are already stretched thin, and I'm not going to be able to do as good of a job, that's usually enough to get your boss or whoever it is asking you to take on that additional project to maybe back off a little bit, because they hopefully want quality just as much as you do. Now, the third thing that you need to do is you need to outsource. And that may be a touchy subject, so maybe let me use a different word. How about delegate? It doesn't mean outsource your work to offshore providers. It means outsource your busy work, the things that are the biggest time wasters, and either eliminate them altogether or outsource them. In other words, delegate them to someone else. Give them to someone that maybe is looking for that opportunity to grow and develop in their career. And don't micromanage them. Give them the opportunity to step up. Start small, of course. And then lastly, you're a smart person. You should have an exit strategy. That means you should be planning already how you're going to be able to leave this organization, leave this company, leave this position, or whatever leaving means to you. Having an exit strategy is what smart people do. So take a look at that blog post. Let me know how this works for you. And then next week, I'm going to be talking about some other strategies that you can use to help you fall in love with your career again. Okay, maybe falling in love with it again is a stretch, but you get the gist of it. Anyway, thanks so much for stopping in. While you're here, please go ahead and click below the subscribe button so that you can get these videos in your inbox every week. Go ahead and visit changeagentcareers.com. And while you're there, please also subscribe to my website so that you can receive my weekly blog posts in your inbox. And then, of course, please follow me and connect with me on all the social media channels that I'm on. I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm on Google Plus, of course, and YouTube. So please connect with me. I'd love to stay in contact with you and hear how I can help you. Thanks again. This is Wendy at Change Agent Careers, and I'll see you next week.